Yo, what is up? It is Marcos, the guitar player of Standards, and I wanted to teach you the riff from our new song, Cosmos. So this song is pretty hard, but I am confident that I can show you how to play it pretty easily. It just takes a lot of work, but it is very rewarding and a very fun riff to play. I've got my brand new Ibanez AZES, the Essential, but you can use whatever guitar as long as you have a capo, and it's probably better if it's on a 6-string. Okay, let's bounce into the riff. The riff is pretty fast, and it uses a technique called artificial harmonics. So this is when you create a harmonic on the guitar that's not normally found. Usually on the guitar you have harmonics on the 12th fret, and also on the 7th and the 5th fret. So in this song, we're creating harmonics. So how you can create a harmonic is basically by plucking or tapping 12 frets above where your fingers are. So just as an example, if I put my finger here on the 4th fret of the E string, and then I pluck 12 frets above that, I get a harmonic. Conversely, you can also tap, so what I do is I actually kind of like bounce off of the string. So by using this technique, I created the intro riff to Cosmos, which is also kind of like the main riff of the song. To play this riff, you need to retune your guitar to F, A, C, G, C, E. Second thing is you'll need a capo. I put the capo on the 1st fret. Now I feel like some people are going to criticize me here. Like, why didn't I just tune up to that and not use a capo? The reason is I just felt more comfortable and I liked the key. Just go with it, okay? I promise. It'll be okay. So what this means by putting the capo here is that when I call out a fret, for instance, the 2nd fret on the E string, I'm actually going to say the 1st fret because we're going to pretend like the capo is 0. You're also going to see that on the tab, so it'll make sense. Okay, on to the riff. So the first thing that you're going to want to do, you're going to want to make this chord here. So you're going to take your pinky and put it on the 7th fret of the C string, and then you're going to put your index finger on the 4th fret of the G string. You should get a chord that kind of sounds like this. And so this is kind of the basis of Cosmos. So you're gonna make this chord, and then the first thing you're gonna do is do that technique that we talked about. So what you're gonna wanna do is go up to the 12th fret on the high C string, and you're gonna bounce. Just like that. And so while you do that, you're gonna take your middle finger, and you're actually gonna flick the low F string. This is because Standards doesn't have a bass player, so I try to put some bass notes in there, you know, substitute for a bass player. So at the same time that you hit this note, you're gonna flick, and then you're gonna tap out with the artificial harmonic technique, the other 2 notes here. So that's gonna be the 4th fret and the 7th fret. So if you do that correctly, it should sound like this. So now we're gonna change our shape. So now you're gonna go to the 5th and 4th fret on the A and the C string. So if you combine that with the other part, it's going to sound like this. So lastly, you're going to do 3 more taps. We're going to do 2 natural harmonics. We're going to go over here to the C and the G string, and we're going to go C, G, C. So now if we put all those pieces together. And now here's the second part of that first part of the riff. We're gonna go with our left hand down here now, and we're gonna hammer on with our left hand 2 and 2 on the F and the C string. Now we're gonna go to the 12th fret on the G string. We're gonna hit that harmonic one more time, and then we're gonna go do one more artificial harmonic on the 15th fret. So we're gonna do this in groups of 2s. We're gonna go 2, 2, and then we're gonna go to the natural harmonic here on the 12th fret, and then we're gonna do the artificial harmonic by holding this 2nd fret of the C string. So it's gonna look like this. And then to wrap up this first part, we're gonna move our hand position up to the 4th fret, and we're gonna do the exact same frets, just 2 frets higher. So we're gonna go 4 and 4, and then we're just gonna go 12 and 12, really 13 and 13, but 12 and 12, and we're gonna do those natural harmonics. So it's gonna sound something like this. Okay, so let me play the first part of the riff for you, and then we'll move on to the second half. So if you've got that down, you got the first part of the riff. Now we're gonna go on to the second half. So remember I was talking about that flicking thing that you're gonna do with your middle finger? So you're gonna do that again, but you're not gonna hit the 12th fret here on the C string. So this is something that we call syncopation. It's when you expect something to happen rhythmically, but it doesn't, so you kind of switch up the rhythm. So you start the second half of the riff by simply doing an open sort of strum with your middle finger here like that. And then a lot of the notes are actually very similar, so you're actually going to play them, but we're going to skip a couple. So you go open strum, 12, 4, 7, 5, 4, 12, 12, 12. And now for the last half of the riff, it's very similar again to that other part of the riff, but we're just changing up a couple things. So you're also going to go 2 and 2, you're going to hammer on those, just like we did the first time. But now you're going to change it up. So you're going to go 4, 4, just like we did before. Then you're going to do an artificial harmonic on this 4th, right here. And then you're going to do a new note. You're going to go to the 3rd fret of the A string, so it's a C note. 3rd fret on the A string. And then you're going to do an artificial harmonic on that. So all together, it'll sound like this. Okay, so I'm going to play the whole thing for you, but I'm going to play it at half speed, and then I'm going to play the full thing for you at full speed. Now full speed. Hope you enjoyed this video lesson. Leave a comment if you have any questions. Make sure to subscribe to stay updated to all things standards, and I'll see you in the next one.